Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Ella, and today's video is gonna be a little bit of a yippity yup kind of video. I think maybe it's a good opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys have asked me on Instagram, and also some random questions that I've come across. Any Bali related questions, I'm gonna do a separate video with Micah. I think it'll be really cool to get his perspective and share his thoughts on Bali because we did it together. So yeah, I'm gonna get into answering some of these random questions first before I get into your guys' questions. First question, what's the story behind your name? Well, I'm named after a whole bunch of people in my family. The first part of my name, Rose, is from my auntie Lossa. I grew up calling her Auntie Moy, so when I found out that Lossa came from her, or Rose came from her, I was shooketh. And then Eve is for my auntie Evelyn, and then Ella is my mama Ella, my dad's mom. R is for my dad, Robert. Y is for my mom's brother, Yule, and N is for my mom, Nita. Her full name's Bonita. Literally, like, do you or do you not feel bonita? That's my mummy's name. And Odile is after my auntie Otila, which is my mom's dad's sister, so my grandfather's sister. And Ever Leilani, I know that Leilani is from my auntie Leilani. She passed away quite a while ago, but I think she was very close with my mom. And I don't know where the Ever came from. Maybe I need to ask my sister. Maybe I'm gonna ask her now. Let's see if she'll pick up my call. She's probably working.
Hello.
Hi, are you working?
No, I'm off on the weekends.
Oh, true.
No.
I'm filming a YouTube video, and
Yeah.
I was wondering if you know where my name came from, the Ever Leilani. So I know that Leilani was mom's cousin.
That's her whole name, Eva Leilani.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was just Leilani. So
Yeah, from your Kuluku auntie.
I'm gonna have to edit that out of you're currently on my YouTube.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Nah, I can edit it out.
Oh well, she's Kuluku anyways. That's the truth.
Oh well, learned something new about my name.
Any other question? You know you need to pay me out.
No, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you. Bye.
Right, so Ever Leilani is my auntie Ever Leilani, and she passed away when I was very young. I don't know if I met her, I don't remember her, but I do remember seeing some photos of her in a family album, and she was very beautiful. And then Brown is my mom's maiden name. Fanny, Funny, however you want to pronounce it, is my dad's family name. I don't know where it came from. I just know that the names are, it's supposed to be Fanny, Fanney, and it is a German name apparently. And then Brown is a Scottish name. So yeah, interesting. What's something people always assume about you that isn't true? So some people assume that I'm pregnant sometimes. I'm just fat. You know how some people, their fat goes to like arms or their thighs or their hips or their butt? Mine goes to my stomach, and it makes me look bloated all the time. And I love carbs. I love rice. I love bread. I eat too much of that. I'm currently on day 30 of 75 hard, and hopefully after then I can lose all the unnecessary fat that I have around my stomach, so y'all can stop with the pregnancy rumors. Y'all ain't gonna catch me pregnant, especially if I'm not married. Like, I would love to have a child to my husband, not to my boyfriend or, you know, whatever. That's just me personally. That's how I want my life to play out. Anyway, what's the most Samoan thing about you? The most Samoan thing about me? Probably my skin color. I'm brown. I go really pale, really light pale skin as in the winter, but I think the most Samoan thing about me is my brown skin and also my build. I think I'm quite athletically built. I'm not like big boned or anything, but I do think like my calves are pretty nice. Micah says my calves are pretty nice. I do need to work on them though. What's a talent or skill you have that nobody expects? I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I would say that that's a talent. I can open a can with a knife instead of a can opener. I think that's a talent. When I first did it in front of Micah, he was like mind blown. He's like, dang, I didn't know you could do that. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even know I could do it. I just seen my sister do it one time, like my family do it, and then I just kind of mimicked it. What made you start YouTube? I enjoyed watching mukbangs, and I enjoyed watching get ready with me videos, like makeup tutorials and that. Like that was the thing. It was like trending. And then also people started doing vlogs, and we were actually on our way to Samoa in 2019, and I was like, dang, like wouldn't it be cool to buy a camera to film and vlog the Samoa vacation experience? And so went out, bought this camera that I'm using right now, and I vlogged, and that's what got me into doing YouTube. And I think it's such a special, cool, fun way to capture memories, because I can always go back to my vlogs and like rewatch, and sometimes I cringe, but majority of the time I'm like, man, I almost forgot that happened. But these vlogs, like, you know, your digital footprint, like you can go back and watch all these, and it's pretty freaking cool, bro. Next question, what's one thing you can't live without? I guess my peace. Can't live without my peace. Because if I have no peace, I get cranky and I get angry and I get vicious, and that's a good answer, right? Okay, what's your go-to comfort food? Sushi, sashimi, always. If you weren't doing what you do now, what career would you want? So currently I am a makeup artist and a media assistant to Micah, and I model for some of the local brands here in Samoa, and I dance. So if I wasn't doing all of that, I would love to be like a Hollywood actress, mainly because I just think it's fun. Like, it's fun being around weird people. Like, people in that field, I feel, are so, you get to embody a different character as a job. Like, you get paid to be weird. Have you ever seen like behind the scenes of like movies, especially like the Avatar, like they're looking into each other's eyes with all these dots and these weird equipments around their face? But I guess that does kind of have something to do with what I'm doing now. I don't think I could do a 9-to-5. I was saying to Micah, like, if I wasn't his girlfriend, I would not be helping him with his business. I don't enjoy someone else telling me what to do. I enjoy being a makeup artist, being my own boss, waking up whenever I want, going to sleep whenever I want, declining jobs that I don't want. Super grateful for what I get to do. I would like to be like an influencer. That'll be fun. I think I would do quite well being an influencer, especially because I'm like really honest. So what I used to do in Melbourne is I would go to places and I would rate their food, like Carl's Jr., a Korean barbecue, Dragon Hot Pot. Like, I would rate these foods honestly. I can't really do that in Samoa because it's too small, and like my boyfriend's family, like his dad owns Giordano's and his sister owns Nourish, and if I say anything bad about like the other restaurants, you know, I'd get attacked and be like, oh, you just, you know what I mean? So I can't really do that here. I would love to do that with brands that are bigger, like Rode. I would love some Rode products. Hailey Bieber. Love you, girl. Send me some stuff. She'll never watch this ever, but whatever. Oh, my battery's low. I need to change my battery. Give me a second. Are we good? Also, when I went to grab the battery, something that came up in my head was like, you know that question, what's something people always assume about you that isn't true? One of them is that I like put on the accent that I'm speaking in, like that it's fake. I'm just speaking normally, bro. Like, sometimes my R's are more R-y and my O's are more O-y, and I'm just surrounded by people with different accents. Like, I can't help it, and I'm definitely not faking it. So that's something that I wish people would just mind their own business about. Yes, my accent sounds different. It sounds weird. It's not just one single one. It's different every time. At Micah's family reunion, his cousins from America were here. When I was speaking to Andrew, I would pronounce things so differently because he's got obviously an American accent, and I would like mimic that unintentionally. And then when I'm speaking to Micah's mom, she has a British accent. She's English. She's from Essex. Bruv, like that's how she speaks. Darling, I'm surrounded by people who speak differently. So anyway, what's one thing you're obsessed with right now? Song? Daisies. I love Daisies by Justin Bieber. That's something that I'm obsessed with. Food. Thailandese blueberry banoffee pie. Amazing. I want that for my birthday. I want that for Christmas. Something else that I'm obsessed with that is very, very new for me is that I'm currently on a spiritual journey. It's been very crazy. I've been actually reading my Bible. Sorry, excuse ice cream. I've been reading my Bible, girl, and I've been actually like meditating on scripture and praying and getting to know myself more, getting to know God more. And it's crazy to me that some people says that they don't need to open their Bible to know who God is. You're a liar. You are lying to yourself, and you're lying to other people, and you are deceiving them. To know God is to know his word, and to know his word you need to read your Bible. It doesn't matter if you know it back to front, keep reading it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Also, I don't want to be someone who yappa about the Bible and about God and, you know, all of that when I'm not walking or not embodying this person that I'm talking about becoming. You know, I want to put my words into action, and I think some Christians struggle with that. Walk the talk. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Do you believe in love at first sight? To me, that sounds like you're just falling in love with what they look like, because something can look beautiful and then be absolutely trash, personality wise, character wise. So yeah, you can fall in love with looks straight away. Yeah, sorry, I just heard something. Who inspires you the most and why? It's so annoying that the first person that comes to my head is Micah. He inspires me to be stronger than strong and better than better, bester than best, if that makes sense. He pushes me to be more driven, more motivated, more disciplined, even though it hurts my feelings. But I think someone like me, I need it. What's the best advice you've ever been given? Don't be a pussy, I think. I think that's the best advice. Do you see yourself more as an introvert, extrovert, or in between? I definitely see myself more of an introvert, and I think when people meet me, because of my social media, I think people assume that I'm quite outgoing. I'm really not. If you have met me in person and I've been a bit like standoffish or whatever, like, I'm sorry. I'm just very shy. Sometimes I don't know what to say or what to do. Like, I walk away from meeting someone and I'm like, why would you even say that? Why would you even sound like that? What kind of friend are you in the group? I've been told that I'm like the gentle, kind, princessy friend, which I think is mostly true. Like, that's me. But I can also be a strong B word. Yeah, if I need to be, I will. What's your most that one? The question is, what's your most embarrassing moment caught on camera? And I almost said embarrassing. That's the most embarrassing moment that's caught on camera. Have you ever had a secret admirer? Yes, I have. And I want to talk about it for a little bit. So real quick, there was this guy in school. He saved like a lot of my photos that I posted on Facebook to his iPad, and he went to school and he shared with his classmates these photos of me, and he's like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. I never met him before. And one time he messages me and he's like, hey, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm at my sister's house in Mount Ruskell. And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am. He's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, because I can see you through your window. Yeah, very creepy, very scary. Every time someone asks me like about a stalker or a secret admirer, like that's the story that comes to my head. Very weird. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. What's the biggest risk you've taken so far? I think jumping off the harbor bridge. I know that Danny was really pissed off with me because I couldn't just like pluck up the courage to just jump. She should have just kicked me off, really. I was going through a lot mentally at that stage, and I was trying to fake being okay. But I think if I were to do it again, I could do it. I don't know. What was it like growing up in New Zealand? That's a deep question. I spent most of my life in New Zealand. I love New Zealand. I love the people of New Zealand. I love the culture in New Zealand. I think New Zealand has helped shape me into the person that I am today. Food in New Zealand is great. Definitely very different to life in Samoa and life in Australia. I'm grateful that I grew up in New Zealand. I would say it's a safe place. Definitely has its own flaws in that, but beautiful environment. It's just expensive to live there, so I wouldn't ever live there. I wouldn't go back to live there unless I was like making big bucks. How did moving to Samoa change you compared to New Zealand life, girl? That's a crazy question. I think it definitely has made me stronger. I think I have matured quite a lot. I mean, I've been here for almost 3 years now, but I've been surrounded by a different group of people. Yeah, in New Zealand and Australia, I was surrounded by people who were like my age. No one was married. We were all quite young. Mike and I started hanging out more, and then I was getting to know his friends more, and his friends were like 30 years old plus. It was hard for me to kind of have conversations with these people because they are married with children, and they're talking about bills and politics and things that I knew nothing about. I was like 23. They would have conversations and I would zone out because I'm like bored out of my mind, because there were things that they talked about that like didn't interest me at all until they started talking about Marvel, and I was like, ooh, I know about Spider-Man. After almost 3 years, I'm able to actually have good conversations with these guys, and I think I've grown a lot because of that. I saw it as a not so good thing at first, but I think now I'm grateful because the mindset that I have now is a healthier one, a stronger one, a mature one. And yeah, I think I've always been quite strong in my opinion, but more so now. I think I've learned quite a lot. What's one Kiwi thing you still carry with you? I still say kia ora to some people instead of talofa. To Micah, I would say let's go for hikoi. Hikoi is walk. Sometimes I say whare paku. Yeah, there are certain Kiwi things that I still carry with me, but I can't really like name them right now. Tangata whenua, man, like proud. What's a big misconception people have about Pacific Islanders? In my opinion, I think one of them is that we're big. Living in Samoa the last 3 years, like, we're not big. We're not that big. And we're only big like this way. Not really that way. Yeah, I feel like that's a misconception, that we're just like big boned and big and strong. And like, I know a very small handful of people in Samoa that are big. Maybe it's the food, the diet, because like back then agriculture was like bigger, like plantations, and you'd have to like farm, and but now there's like pingakis, leainga, there's McDonald's, bro. The McDonald's drive-through is always freaking full. I really think it is the diet. I think it's the diet. What's a habit or routine that keeps you grounded? Recently, it has been reading my Bible and my 10 pages of a nonfiction book. I'm currently reading Destiny. I don't know the author's name. It's a book called Destiny, and it's been very good. Praying and reading my Bible has been something that has been keeping me grounded. And also doing home group on Wednesdays, and being surrounded by like-minded people that don't judge me in a negative way and help me and advise me. Like that's been something that's been keeping me grounded, because I don't go to church. And me just saying that on my YouTube channel, y'all are probably gonna judge me, but no, I don't go to church. I just feel like it doesn't fill my spirit. at all. If you could live anywhere in the world right now, where would it be and why? 2 places come to mind. Bali, because it's cheap. It was so good in Bali, man. Everything was like super affordable. And then Japan, because my mom loved Japan. She said that if I go anywhere in the world, like make sure that I go to Japan. But if I want to be like real bougie, like New York. Like a dream, like to live in like a high skyrise building and look over all the lights in New York. Christmas in New York is like one of my goals. This one's about friendships. What do you value most in a friend? I think recently it has become like their love for God, because I know if someone loves God, then they love themselves, and when they love themselves, they love others. If you don't have that, you don't really know what loving others is, if that makes any freaking sense. You know, like you treat others the way that you want to be treated. Have you ever had a friendship breakup? What happened? I've had a couple of friendship breakups. One in high school, a friend that I thought was one of my best friends wanted to hurt me really bad, like hurt me physically with something sharp over a guy. Weird. I didn't even know who this guy was. He didn't like her, but apparently he liked me, but it was never really proven that he liked me. He never made a move on me or anything. He was kind of like a senior, but then he was like telling people that I would like go over to his house, which never happened. I didn't know him. Recently, a friend who I thought was my friend literally lied to me on my birthday, and it's like, man, I really thought I was your friend. I would never lie to you, and the fact that you would lie to me and then also on my birthday about a certain someone is just yeah, it's annoying, because I was trying to find some friends in Samoa that weren't connected with Micah. Just didn't work out. Do you believe friends can outgrow each other? Yes, absolutely. Do you think men and women can truly be just friends? No, unless they're gay. Who's been your most loyal friend? The 4 close people that I consider trustworthy: Scylla, Teresa, Danny, and Landy. Those are the girls that like I have no doubt in my mind that they would just be there for me, like as much as they can. Have you ever lied to a friend to get out of plans? No. When you have friends, you just be honest with them. Just be like, no, I don't want to go out. Like, you can go. If you have to lie to your friend, that's not your friend. Come on. Who's the friend you'd call if you had to hide a body? It'll be the 4 people that I mentioned earlier. Juicy, spicy questions. Have you ever crushed on one of your friends? No. Yuck. I have never. Like, I've been in 2 real relationships in my life, and both of them, I never liked them before they became my boyfriend. Have you ever been jealous of a friend? Yes, I have. Like, their beauty, but not like in a bad way. I'm just like, man, that's so cool you get to do that, but I wish I had it too, you know. But not like so jealous that I just become nasty to them. Do you think you're a better friend than most people? Honestly, I think I am. The things that have happened in my friendships in Samoa, I'm just like, man, I would never do that to you. So automatically I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm a better friend than most people. What's the biggest red flag in a friendship? When you have to lie to your friend. Big red flag. Have you ever had a fake friend? How did you find out? One of them, her boyfriend needed $50, so she went into her mom's wallet and stole the $50 and then told her mom that it was me, and then her mom kicked me out of the house and said that I was not welcome back there ever again. And then one of them, she went around telling people that my mom was lying about her cancer. And then I found out and I confronted her about it. I was like, why would you tell people that my mom is lying about her cancer? And she starts crying, manipulatively crying, ugly crying at PE. I think she got married recently. Apparently spilt the tea to her makeup artist, and she's still holding this grudge, saying that like me and my other friends like ruined her high school life, as if she was this perfect girl. She was so toxic, so insecure, and still is now. Another fake friend, which is the recent one, she lied to me on my birthday. I thought she was a real one. She's not. I don't even know if we're friends right now. She hasn't contacted me. We're meant to go on a trip together, but whatever. I don't know. But yeah. just to name a few. At this point, I think I am getting very tired of speaking, and the sun is going down, so the lighting is really crappy. But I hope that you guys got to know me a little bit more. This is really giving podcast vibes, and I have been thinking about doing a podcast. But of course, I'm just going to be prayerful about it, because I definitely don't want to be going into something that just discontinues immediately. I think it'll be cool to have a little podcast. I just don't have a studio. I have like the equipment and everything. I just don't have a studio. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other questions that you have for me that you want me to answer in the next yippity yap kind of video, DM me or comment below. And if you can relate to any of these stories that I've talked about, comment them or DM me. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Kakite ano. Bye guys.